Hey everyone, I'm here with an update video on one of my trending topic stories that I did. Well, at this point, it could have been over the weekend. I think I did it on Sunday. I think I did it on Sunday, where a young lady at a track meet running, the opponent, you know, came up behind her, and from the way the video showed, it appears as if the opponent, on purpose with the baton for a track meet, bopped her upside the head with this baton. And so the one that got hit upside the head actually fell out, like not passed out, but kind of fell down, was in pain. Her was head was hurting. Went to the doctor. The doctor said possible skull fracture and concussion. Now, the other student who allegedly hit the girl is saying that it's more to the story. She didn't do it on purpose. Um, and she's saying this angle, now she's getting threats on her life. And she said everybody that knows her know that she would never do anything like that. And she's been in sports for a while, never got in any trouble in sports or in school. I don't, a mistake of a hit. I guess I would say a mistake I could understand, but a mistake and a person has a concussion and a possible skull fracture, I don't know. But I will say this, whatever did or did not happen, my heart breaks for both students. My heart is breaking for the student who is being accused of hitting the other girl with the baton, because now people are coming after her, like saying, like giving, it's threatening her life. It's this thing is out of control and messy. Social media, I feel like people feel like they have the right, like I do stories, but I'm never going to ever say like, oh, somebody, someone lives needs to be taken, because of what they done. Let me play this girl side of the story, and then after we hear it, I will I will say some more words. So let me go back up here and let's hear her side of the story.
It was a state meet. The It happened on Tuesday. The state meet was on Monday and Tuesday. Um, yeah,
Gotcha. And that was March. Let me make sure.
March 4th.
March 4th. So this happened Tuesday, March 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Talk to me about, you're on that track, 4x2 race, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me about how the race was going up into that incident. Talk to me about that.
So I received the baton. I second leg merges. So when I was merging, I was like, okay, I'm doing good. I only see one person in front of me. Then on the curve, I seen something yellow in my peripheral, which was her uniform, and she was so close to me that my baton kept hitting her, and it's either keep hitting her or fall into the metal railing that's on the bank track. So eventually, like after a couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. She was cutting in when it happened, when she should have waited a little bit longer. Um, but she cut in too quick, so she was so close to me that she got hit when I was running. So, yeah. Then when I hit her, I kept my baton up so I wouldn't hit her again because she was still really close to me. And I thought about, I mean, like I wanted to check on her, but I knew that um, I was like, I'm gonna just finish the race. I handed the baton off, and then it was already people around her. So after the race, I I went to my coach, and he said he's handling it and for me to do my cool down. So I did my cool down, and when I went back up there, he said they offered them a rerun and they didn't want to do it, and we're disqualified. And he told me to stay around him because he didn't want nothing else to happen, you know.
Definitely. So that whole, the collision that people see, and like like you explained it, you're pumping your arm, getting ready to run forward, and that's where that forward motion comes from. That was
Yeah.
not you intentionally striking her with that
No.
baton, right?
Yeah, plenty like people that I don't even know at my school found my Instagram and texted me because they know it's not in my character. Even other track teams like Norview and Manor texted me because they know that's not in my character.
And talk to me about how it's made you feel when you see that video has gone viral, and you read the hurtful comments, and you see people who don't know you at all making comments like that.
Um,
So sad. So sad.
it's like they're going off of one angle. Like um, I know what happened, but I can't. I don't have enough. Like they went on the news. I'm just a person by myself. Nobody's gonna believe me because I can admit from the video it does look purposeful, but I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose because of jealousy. It's plenty of people. I know I'm not the best at track. I applaud her for being such a great runner. I would never hit somebody because of jealousy. And it's like at, at the end of the day, I'm a child too. And oh, um, I'm sorry. I didn't intentionally hit her. I didn't know it was gonna cause a concussion. I didn't know all of this was gonna happen. I would never do that to somebody on purpose. Literally, when I used to play basketball, I literally used to apologize in the middle of the game. Like nobody does it. Like, I'm not the type to hit somebody on purpose. Like I've never been in a fight. I've always been in on a roll. I never get calls home. So just people making like just off of a 9-second video, they're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video. And I have a lot of supportive people around me, so I love them for that. And like I know it's not affecting, it's just like a lot on me. I'm confident in myself. I know what I did. Nobody's going to make me think that I did something that I didn't do. So that's the way I was raised. I was raised well. So I know, it's just still a lot because it's the whole world against me and my friends, and my peers have been by my side, and I appreciate that. But that's it. It's them against the world. And a lot of different places are posting stuff and they don't even know what happened, for views or for clicks. They're
Mm-hmm.
saying I attacked her when they didn't even hear my side of the story. They're going off of only what she said and only because she said it and she's hurt. Oh, I'm the bad person. But if you look at the video, you can see she caused me to trip, and when I caught myself, she got hit. You know.
Yeah. Like you were saying, it was like a balance thing. Like you
Yeah.
were. Do you feel like either way it went, you were going to either collide with her, or y'all something was,
It
how was
was
that going to be?
I knew it was eventually going to happen because even at regionals, the girl, our arms were really close to each other, and she waited till she got to a distance in front of me to cut me off. Like if you're driving a car and you can't merge just because you feel like it. If you get ran into from the back, it's still your fault. But at the end of the day, both of you guys are hurt. Well, I'm not hurt, but I tripped and she got hit. Yeah, like they don't care about that part. They just care about, oh, she hit. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
She care about, oh, my daughter got hit. So I'm gonna get on all of these news stations, and I don't care about how she feels. I don't care about the death threat she's already getting. I'm just gonna keep going on different news stations and forget about how she feels when you never even heard my side of the story. My parents apologized on my behalf. I was at school. I can't get on the phone with them. Well, he's on the phone with them. So
Yeah.
when I seen her on the news, I was like, oh, she thinks I did it on purpose. Maybe I should text her. like, because I found her Instagram. So I followed her on Instagram to see if she would follow me back, and she blocked me. But some way, somehow, she still wants an apology, but she blocked the contact of me trying to text her because she assumed that I'm just this bad person, you know?
Okay, and
So,
that was y'all's first time competing against each other.
yeah, I didn't even know her, honestly. I don't
Jesus.
really pay attention to track and field. I just run and go to practice for like, because I like the friendship out of it,
Yeah.
you know?
And talk to me about how long you've been in track. Like you said, you're clearly really good at it and everything. So talk to me about your track and all your sports background.
um, I started in volleyball. I was captain a couple years in volleyball, MVP 2 years, I think. Um, track, indoor track. I was going to do basketball, but my friend freshman year, she was like, "Alayla, you should do track with me." So I did track. Um, so I haven't really been doing this for my whole life, but I've been doing it for 4 years, and I've never, not one incident has ever happened with me, like not one. Um, I I'm good at triple jump. I like triple jump mostly. I got hurt at states last year, which made, but I still placed runner up. She's supposed to be first place.
Wow.
I placed
My
runner up
gosh.
because my ankle gave out during triple jump, but you know things happen.
Yeah.
So
Talk to me about, yeah. Talk to me just a couple more for you. Talk to me about, I mean, like you said, you came back from the meet Tuesday night. You go to school Wednesday thinking everything's fine. What's happened between Wednesday and now in terms of at school? Like your parents are telling me
um,
they're trying to take her out of every sport and everything, right?
that's what the comments were
The media,
saying.
that's what the media wants. Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Oh, excuse me. I'm
Talk to
sorry.
me about how school has been. Like I said, your friends and stuff have been supportive. Have you talked to your track coach much? Are you still on the track team?
Oh yeah, I'm still on the track team. My track, he's known me. He's actually my volleyball coach and my track coach, so he knows me very well. He know I wouldn't do it on purpose. Around school, it is everybody. They're like, "Alayla, I didn't know that was you. Oh, why did you hit her?" And I'm like, "It was an accident, you know." But they don't really know what happened. They know that I wouldn't hit nobody on purpose, but from the video, it looks like, you know. But like I said, angles play a big part, and people are going to believe what they want to believe at the end of the day, you know. So,
Like you said, you got blocked on Instagram. You haven't had a way to talk to the other young lady. If you had a chance to say what you wanted to say to her, what would you say to her in this moment?
um, I would, apologize. It wasn't on purpose. I would never hit her on purpose. Congratulate her for the placing. Was it runner up for the 55? I think I don't really. Yeah, runner up. You know, I'm sorry you couldn't compete for the 300-meter dash, but still, everybody has feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? It's maybe like thousands, hundreds of thousands of people attacking me, and all of like her family is thinking of, oh, my daughter's hurt, so I don't care about her feelings, you know. And at the end of the day, I'm still a minor too. I'm still a minor too. I'm still in high school. I'm worried about high school. I'm worried about getting my teeth pulled. My face is still swollen. I'm worried about my grades. I missed 2 days of school. I'm trying to get my grades together, and all this in my head is people sending me a new page, posting it, a new news station posting it. I went to look up something on my mom's phone today, and it was on the Google thing from New York Post. And I'm like, nobody even heard my side. They're just doing it for views, for clicks, but at the end of the day, they're not like nobody's considering my feelings, like nobody except for my family and my friends.
And this is senior year for you, so this makes it even harder, right?
Yeah. And like colleges um looking at me, what do you think people are gonna think? Like, I know what happened, but from the video, they'd be like, oh, that's that girl. I don't want her on my team. So yeah.
Um, I do feel for her. Um, I feel for her. Uh, and it's rough. Hold on, let me play for when The athletic director spoke. Let's take a listen.
You got wind about what was going on. What was your initial reaction? It seems to me like yours was to get here, check
Hold on one second, guys.
on this family.
My mom signed up for
Oh,
AARP,
oh,
and
oh,
I didn't
Well,
think
my
I was ready
initial
yet
reaction.
until
let me pause. I think something is trying to play in the background is what's um, stopping that video from playing. Okay. Sometimes too much stuff is trying to play. It's going to combat each other. Let me see if it worked now.
And I saw the video when it was first posted. And my initial reaction was, as an official, to see if they made the right call. Yeah. So one of my officials, I'm a commissioner of Officials Association for Track and Field, and one of my officials said, officials chime in on this. And she posted the video. So I did my due diligence and I looked at it because I want to see, it's almost like an evaluation tool for me to see how they would have ruled on it. So I just from application of the rule aspect. I had no idea that it was a family I knew. I even know if it was a school that I knew when I first looked at the video.
Talk to me about what, when you look at it, what do you think the rule should have been when you first
Well, can I read the rule to you?
Yeah.
All right, the rule, there's only 4 rules, 4 articles where you can disqualify a runner in a race. And I'm going to read the 4th one, which applies to this. Article 4, it says, in a race involving a curve where lanes are not specified, a competitor may move toward the inside or outside of the track, provided the competitor is 1 full running stride, approximately 7 feet, right, in advance of the competitor whose path is crossed. It is not a foul if a competitor crosses to the inside or outside if this action does not interfere with anyone. So technically, if I'm on the inside, I have what we call the right of way. If a person comes up on the outside, they got to be a full stride ahead of me before they can cut in front of me. And what typically happens in relays is that person will roll right up beside you and y'all rubbing elbows, but you still on the inside. That person got to get approximately 7 feet ahead of you before they can cut in front of you. So typically, the yellow flag should have went up with the girl that initiated the contact because she was not on the inside.
And that is what you feel. Like you said, the rule, she's not a full
A
length
full,
away.
yeah, she wasn't
Right.
a full stride away. So the flag, if they had an official in place, which at the state meet that was in Lynchburg, they did not have an official that was in position, right? Then that official would have applied the rule, and the yellow flag would have went up for the girl impeding the runner who had the right of way. Now that's regardless of the contact and the girl was injured. She initiated the contact because she cut in too soon. That's she cut in the path for another runner.
Definitely talk to me about, long career coaching track and everything. Have you ever
Yes.
had a situation like this?
Many times. Many times. I've looked at. I've had time we had no video. I've had time we had video. I've had professional conversation on every level, from college on down, with regards to these kind of decisions. And sometimes the decisions are not popular. You see a person that's injured and they're on the ground and you disqualified them. Yeah, but if they're the ones who were the perpetrator and they initiated the contact, regardless of the injury and the accidental contact, they initiated it. So if the official was in place, they 9 times out of 10 they would have raised the yellow flag for the number 2 runner impeding the number 1 runner.
Do you feel like raising that yellow flag could have, maybe prevented all this if it was
It wouldn't have prevented it. It would have changed the outcome, and the team from Norcom would not have been disqualified. Yeah. Now, that does not mean so. So a flagrant foul in track and field would be you have to prove it was intentional. So if you can prove that what this young lady did was intentional, which the video does not show that it was intentional, right? Then Norcom would not have been disqualified. The other team would have been. Well, they abandoned the race, and they would have been disqualified.
How does it make you feel seeing, so many comments from people who don't know the girl, don't know either girl, don't know the sport that well, offering so many, kind of hurtful and disturbing opinions about what happened?
Ignorance is bliss. It is. So when I see what I consider to be ignorance, not personally attacking anyone, but they don't know what they're looking at. They don't know the rules. Of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. They can say what they want to say, right or wrong. But I can just tell you, when it comes to being an official, we have to apply the rule as it is written. And if that rule was applied as it is written, they would have disqualified the team who made the contact. Now, then they would have had the rule on whether the strike was intentional and whether it was a flagrant foul on Norcom. So it's really two things there. Sometimes, people are sympathetic with the one that got hurt, and that's how they rule, and they completely ignore what happened and what led to it, which I think is what happened. But I really believe what happened is that they were under officiated and they had nobody in the curve, umpire in the curve that was watching that. And the video clearly shows that at the state meet. Yeah, the state meet.
Big one.
Yes.
The big is. Yeah.
The big is for class 3 and class 4. Yes.
What do you hope can be done moving forward from here?
I just think it should be a learning experience. One, you or I, no one in this room can control people that trolls on social media. We can't. They see the headline and they go with it. They see the action and they go with it. They think they got something. Whether they get any likes, whether they get paid for it or not, people just want a good story. This is a problem searching for a story. So what I would like to see when it dies down, that people understand who the young lady is now that it's out there. Both young ladies, they understand their character, right? When I found out that it was a young lady that I knew, see, I saw the video first. This is the whole key of what I'm gonna say. I saw the video first before I knew who it was, and I would have not have ruled the way they did. Period. I did not think it was intentional. Once I saw that I knew who it was, and because this is a kid who I know her character. Oh, clearly, this is ridiculous. It's just people just stating their opinions, which, this free First Amendment right to say what you want to say. But your First Amendment right is not completely. You hurt other people. You can hurt other people by saying what you want to say. There could be some injury, mental, physical injury with what you say. So it's not without its limits. Some people think it is, but it's not without its limits. And I just feel bad for this family and for this young lady that she got to go through this period of this until it dies down. And it will. It will.
I think so well said. Anything else you want to add about that?
No, that's fine. I'm good. I just,
So
you want to look at some
of
of this and then we'll.
And I thank you for laying out that rule.
Yes.
Just reading it verbatim as says in the rule book.
And I came in my uniform.
Look, you read.
But if you notice, I don't know if many people know this.
Yeah.
That I'm a USATF certified official. But what kind of lanyard do I have on?
Mm-hmm.
What does it say?
Virginia High School League Championships.
Virginia High School League.
So you have experience at that very place, probably.
Not at that very place with these same folks that they talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the person they've been coming to when
Yeah.
I've been on the committees with them.
Yeah.
So I always wear this because it's hardly ever VHSL officials around that know the leadership.
Yeah.
And Dr. Hahn, he knows my character.
Yeah.
Dr. Hahn knows my character.
Oh God. This is it's just super sad all the way around for this young lady. Let me stop sharing. It's just very, very sad. I don't know what else to say about it. And I think death threats is out of control. I wish that both the families were able to talk and have a conversation about this. I wish that can happen. I wish we can kind of see that, but I don't like the death threats. This girl is young. I don't know what happened. But I feel like I can see the other side. And the reason why I'm really saying like I can see the other side, because the parents of the girl who got hit, initially, all they was ever asking for was an apology. And so to me, I would think back and say to myself, if you really thought this girl was doing something intentional, would you just want an apology? Or I would be saying that not only does this girl need to give me an apology, but she needs to pay for what she did to my daughter. Now the angles look bad. They look horrible. They look like she intentionally was trying to hit her. But I will say this, when you're running with that relay, I guess they do kind of pump their arms and they run like that. So it would look like if you're catching me in a picture, it would look like I'm trying to hit somebody on purpose, but I'm running that way. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. I will, just in case you're unfamiliar with the story, let me just go here. So the high school track star at the center of the baton striking controversy speaks out in an emotional interview. And that's the interview I showed you. And, you know, I'm feeling for her. She's saying the angle was bad. This is what it looks like. And you do see, like y'all can see me pointing, you do see the girl that got hit, her coming in the lane, and that's running with that in your hand, right? So I guess, and they also said there's a rule of when you can cross over to the lane, and that's not a 7 foot like distance. It's messy. I may address this again the next night in trending topics, but again, all I can say is that this young lady getting death threats is not right and not fair. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Chat with me. I'll chat back, and I'll see you on the next video.